Welcome back. As promised, we're going to introduce you to a unique outreach program organized by the Pakistan Pavilion, which deals with the theme of desperately seeking paradise. Dubai, the illustrious pearl of the Gulf, is growing with phenomenal speed. Wonders of modern architecture threaten to blot out her clear blue skies. And all the while, local and foreign investors clamor to capitalize on her cosmopolitan shores. But the underbelly of this metropolis conceals a sinister secret. The thousands of migrant workers who with their own hands have built this city will seldom enjoy its charms. The 6-week community outreach program titled At the End of a Rainbow was an effort to engage and document the experiences of these migrant workers. I spoke with Sabah Kizilbash, the project coordinator for the outreach program. She is an NCA graduate and a teacher at the American University of Dubai. The project seemed to have had as much of an impact on her as it did on the migrant workers.
The idea to work with manual laborers came from London, from Salma Tukhan, a very perceptive young curator who sort of planned this. It was her brainchild to do this entire Pakistan Pavilion for Art Dubai this year. But as far as planning and implementing the workshop is concerned, that was my contribution to this project. There aren't at all any projects that are being offered to manual laborers. I mean, there are no spaces for them to participate in a creative process or to engage in a creative process or to create anything creative. And it gives them a nice break from their run-of-the-mill routine lifestyle. As far as their living conditions are concerned, workers' life is not easy by any means. The nature of their work is very demanding, very rough. And arts is just completely opposite to their lifestyle. And I wanted to offer them a window into our lives and a window into a very relaxing environment where they can actually think, be themselves, express themselves and participate in a creative process, really.
ये जो मैंने अपनी तस्वीर निकाली है ना पीछे बोतल वाली, एक दिन हम लोग अपनी टीम के साथ बीच पे गए थे, तो बीच पे मैं तस्वीरें ले रहा था, तो मुझे ना रंबल में एक ये बोतल मिली और इसका मैंने नाम रखा है खोई हुई याद.
Well, our first day, like in any community project that I've done so far, begins with a lot of apprehensions. You know, even if you condition people in labs and send them together, put them together, they're bound to be frictions, they're bound to be disappointments or unexpected successes. Similarly, in this project, our first day surprisingly went really well. We sat together on the floor in a circle, introduced ourselves, played name games, became familiar with each other, tried to form a group. And then we moved forward. Initially, they all came in their Dulsco shirts, in their blue shirts and caps. So I sort of felt that they should be in their own, wearing their own clothes, whatever it is, whatever they like wearing. And the next weeks, they came in their denim jackets and their smart caps and their cargo pants or whatever made them feel, you know, that they look good in. And slowly, we started becoming, coming together and relating to each other much better. A lot of beautiful things came up in the project. A lot of very beautiful memories were created. There were situations where we were overwhelmed by their responses. One of them once said that this is the first time I really liked Dubai. Was one comment that was very special. On a few of our sessions were on American University campus, and they used the computer labs there. So they felt really privileged to be in an academic environment, an environment they haven't really ever, many of them have never been in that academic environment, getting slideshows on big screens, as well as being net surfing. So that was a new experience for them, really.
With this program, I'm actually enrolled in a class called Community Service. So basically everything we do is involved with arts and community service around Dubai and around the world. And I got to know Art Dubai through Sabah Kizilbash because she proposed a project that was with labor workers. And I was interested in working with it because I know how the workers are underprivileged in this area of the world. And so I wanted to do everything I can to help them.
So I mean, is this a well-known fact among you and your friends that workers over here are not living in very good conditions?
Yeah, it actually is like, and sometimes they fear speaking to people around the streets because they're not allowed to, and they're not allowed to enter places that they actually worked and helped building.
वो लोग आए दुबई जिनका उधर कोई कारोबार नहीं है, जिनके पास उधर कुछ काम नहीं है, जो वैसे फालतू फिरते हैं, वो लोग दुबई आ सकते हैं। अगर उसके पास कुछ है, हुनर है, तो वो दुबई आए। लेकिन दूसरा आदमी जो है उधर अपना काम सेट है, उसका काम चलता है, वो लोग अपना काम छोड़कर दुबई नहीं है। इंशाल्लाह पाकिस्तान में भी बहुत कुछ है, ये नहीं है पाकिस्तान में कुछ नहीं है, इंडिया में, नेपाल, सब मुल्कों में। लेकिन जो जिसका उधर कारोबार अच्छा है वो इधर नहीं आए।
दुबई गलती करके आया हूँ।
तो आपको मतलब अच्छा नहीं लगा यहाँ पे?
नहीं, बिल्कुल सेटिस्फाई नहीं हूँ मैं यहाँ।
अच्छा, क्यों?
जी जी, मैं ऑलरेडी PTCL में जॉब कर रहा था पाकिस्तान में, अभी भी मेरी जॉब चल रही है, मैं लीव पे आया हूँ यहाँ पे, तो बिल्कुल सेटिस्फाई नहीं हूँ यहाँ पे।
अच्छा, तो
जी
आपका सोच क्या था जब आप दुबई आ रहे थे? आप क्या
पैसे की खातिर आया था कि यहाँ हमारा ब्रदर इस्लामी मुल्क है, इंसाफ होगा, तो यहाँ की तो बिल्कुल ऐसा नहीं लगा।
अच्छा
जी हाँ।
तो यहाँ पे मतलब आपके कोई मतलब इस तरह के एक्सपीरियंसेस भी हुई हैं जिससे आपको इतना मतलब आपका ये ओपिनियन बना है?
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल हुए हैं, बहुत कुछ हुआ है। 4-5 माह हुए मुझे यहाँ पे आए हुए।
अच्छा,
अब वापसी की तैयारी कर रहा हूँ पाकिस्तान की मैं। जी हाँ, वहाँ पे आके अपनी जॉब को, मतलब वहाँ पे एज ए टेलीफोन ऑपरेटर जॉब कर रहा हूँ, यहाँ एज ए लेबर आया हूँ मैं।
अच्छा,
मुझे ये बताया नहीं गया था कि आप एज ए लेबर जा रहे हैं।
The time that I was shocked and it really like hurt my feelings actually was the day we went to the beach, because one of the labor workers that I had on my team didn't know that the beach was actually salty, that the water in the beach was salty. It was his first time to access beach, even though they're working on the Palm Jumeirah, they're working on all these areas near the beach. It was their first time to access the beach itself, and he was really shocked that the water was salty.
I think we made a difference. A smile on the face is very basic difference one can make.
I hate to use a cliche, but so in this situation, can you say that art has changed lives?
Art does change lives, and as a community artist, my job is to be able to come up with a program in which it does change lives. Rather than being a pointless dabbling in colors, it has to be something that has a message that's coming across, and it's communicative. The one who comes in and sees the exhibit is able to understand what was the purpose, and the one who participated in it is able to understand why they were doing what they were doing, rather than being an elitist activity that only a few learned ones can really understand.
जो टाइम मेरा सामने यही तस्वीर आया था, मैं उसको टाइम ऐसे ही सोचा मैं इससे बहुत प्यार से निकलेगा। उसको टाइम मेरा एक फ्रेंड सोनापुर से मेरे को कॉल किया था, मैं बोला अभी कॉल मत करो, तुम बाद में कॉल करो मेरे को, मैं अभी बहुत प्यार से एक फ़ोटो खींच रहा है। अभी बाद में मोबाइल स्विच ऑफ किया, बाद में इसे थोड़ा टाइम लगा खींचने के लिए, 2-3 मिनट टाइम लगा, बहुत प्यार से निकाला। जो टाइम मैं तस्वीर निकाला उसको टाइम मेरा ख्याल में ऐसे ही आया, लगता है ऐसा अच्छा होएगा। बाद में आज आके बाद ऐसे जो देखा मेरा वो ख्याल अभी याद हुआ। मैं उसको टाइम जो टाइम में फ़ोटो खींचा था उसको टाइम में मेरा ऐसे ही याद था जैसे एक अच्छा एक फोटोग्राफ होएगा।
The title of our project is At the End of the Rainbow. And as the story goes, there's a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. And the workers have come here in search of that pot of gold. Some of them have just come here to sustain themselves, to pay off loans, while others really have left their secure jobs to try and do better for themselves. So they have come in pursuing a mirage, pursuing an image of a pot of gold.
Chasing a mirage, a very apt way of putting the view with which so many people come to Dubai. Very few get to quench their thirst for a better life. And that brings us to the end of this presentation featuring Pakistan's role in Art Dubai 2008. I'm Cyrus Vikaji from the Art and Culture Desk at Dawn News, where we serve always to enlighten, inform and entertain. So thank you for watching and goodbye.